embattled incumbent delegate Jim Moylan has released yet another misleading video, falsely accusing his opponent, Cruz, of spreading fake news about the loss of COFA funding for our island.
Hafide Guam, this is Congressman Jim Moylan. I wanted to correct some fake news being spread by my opponent, who happens to be a former news journalist.
Jim Moylan is right about one thing. Ginger Cruz is a former news director. She knows how to cover the issues that matter most to Guam, like the island's media, which did a great job extensively covering the fact that compact impact funding for Guam was eliminated from the 2024 COFA renewal deal. Last May, Moylan said this to island media.
Probably one of the reasons that didn't include COFA funding from the president because the 20-year contract will be over this fiscal year. So we don't know, the president doesn't know the amounts possible. But whose responsibility is it to give the funding? That's Congress's responsibility.
In fact, compact impact funding for Guam was scrapped and replaced with the Compact Impact Fairness Act, referred to as CFA. It's a federal safety net for FAS citizens. That works in Hawaii, but it does not fully cover them in Guam. Jim even brought to Guam an entire congressional delegation to hear our local officials plea for help related to any renewal agreement for the costs shouldered by Guam taxpayers to host FSM immigrants. But then, in March of this year, Moylan still voted in favor of the bill to eliminate compact impact funding for Guam. Compact impact monies that have already been obligated to pay for school leases and soaring related public safety costs. But you don't have to take my word for it. Jim Moylan's own chief of staff has openly admitted that Guam will remain burdened with the unsupported costs of hosting FSM immigrants. Even more damning, Moylan himself confessed this fact during his testimony before a congressional hearing last November.
CFA does not help with law enforcement or public safety, and because not all federal benefit programs are accessible in the territories, SSI is not available to migrants or citizens in Guam. The already typhoon-weakened Guam government will be hit once again on multiple fronts, including education, healthcare, and most importantly, law enforcement.
There's no need for fake news when the facts and real news speak for themselves.